This program contains subject matter and language that may be disturbing to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
My name is Sierra. My age is 19 years old. My occupation is freelance entrepreneurship throughout the West Coast.
My name is Veronica, and I'm Sierra's mother. My daughter Sierra is bright. She's very intelligent. She's creative. She writes beautifully, poetry, songs. She loves to play guitar.
My art and my poetry means everything to me. I like to learn new things. I like to go new places.
She's very talented, but now...
My name's Sierra. Do you like smoking crystal meth? I do too.
My daughter Sierra is a meth addict.
What Sierra's doing right now is not living. She's slowly killing herself.
The moment that Sierra puts any type of substance into her body, she becomes in what they call a drug-induced psychosis.
She gets really paranoid and she goes on these conspiracy theories that the world is out to get her.
Like my first psychotic break was 2 years ago in January, and I was in that psychotic break from January all the way through May, and it took me 5 months of sobriety for me to even be able to form anything close to coherent sentences. It took so long for my brain to repair itself. I don't even know, honestly, what kind of drugs I put into my body. I don't even care. My mom sold my soul to the Illuminati, and Tom Hanks has something to do with it.
She is not taking care of herself.
She's maybe 100 pounds. She's emaciated. Her clothes are dirty.
Sierra has hepatitis C.
She doesn't bathe. She doesn't wear shoes.
She's already been institutionalized. She's already been to jail.
Her liver's damaged.
She reminds me of a walking corpse.
She's lost who she is, who she can be.
I don't see the real Sierra anymore. I don't know where she went.
And she's just a kid. Just a kid. When Sierra was born, one of the first things I saw about her was her eyes. She has these beautiful, clear, crystal blue eyes. Sierra was always just the cutest little baby and would just light up and giggle and smile. When Sierra was little, I was married to her father, and it was a pretty normal setup, except that I was diagnosed with the cancer shortly after her birth.
And as she was going through chemo, my father left her and left me. And my mom worked her hardest to make sure that she could build a good life for me.
When Sierra was small and I was newly single, I had amazing help from people I know. I was going to school and friends and neighbors helped out taking care of her. Just before she turned 5, she was spending a lot of time at a neighbor's with her friend. One day, when I went to the front door and knocked, he answered it and he was wearing a robe. And my daughter was standing inside the hallway with a sheet wrapped around her, and I knew something had gone horribly wrong. In the end, he was found guilty and put away for essentially the rest of his natural life.
You know, people have opinions about how that kind of thing affects people, but me, myself, I don't even know really how much that affected me.
Sierra bottles in her pain from that molestation. She has confided in me that she felt that she was ugly, she was worthless.
I think Ronnie at the time was doing the best she could do as a mom.
I had never really dated or gotten involved with anybody when Sierra was young, and when she was 7 years old, I met a very tall, tattooed guy from LA that was a lot of fun and intelligent, and we wound up getting married. My marriage with Mike disintegrated when we pulled out equity from our house to buy a commercial property, and he wound up pretty much gambling away everything.
It was devastating to lose our house. That was a sanctuary for me. It was safe, it was nice.
After splitting up with Mike, Sierra still did great at school. She was always the gifted and talented program, honor roll.
Sierra loved school. She was part of a music class. That was her favorite part. But when Sierra was 15, she had a lot of self-confidence issues. She was picked on a lot in school. And that's when a lot of the drugs came into the picture because she wanted to fit in somewhere.
The first time I smoked meth, it was like immediately a weight just lifted off my shoulders. I feel like if I'm high, I'm looking good, I'm feeling good, I'm hilarious, and it's okay.
Sierra was raised in the recovery community.
I'm a recovering drug addict and alcoholic myself, and I currently have 25 years clean and sober.
Her support system are all recovering addicts. I've been clean for 4 years.
I have been clean for 6 years.
When I first met Sierra's mom, we both have been clean and sober for quite a few years.
Sierra is a bright child with a defiant streak, and how exactly do you rebel against a parent in recovery? It's like she's taken every story she's ever heard and, tried to top that.
There was an incident where she had held a knife to one of her longtime friends' throat, which resulted into the cops coming and ultimately ending up in a mental health facility.
Being around a bunch of people who are drug addicts, going to meetings and hearing all these war stories, it just made me think that I had to go out and make those war stories for myself. And when I actually went through those things and saw how real the world was, I couldn't handle it. And I still can't.
Sierra made the decision to leave treatment early.
Within a very short amount of time, Sierra was right back to using as hard, if not harder, than she ever had before.
So I was at work today and Sierra called me from some random number wanting me to come and pick her up, and I told her I would, but she sounds completely out of it. I have no idea what to expect when I get there.
Oh my God, there she is. I will, if you want to ride home with Amanda.
I want to ride home. Thank God for your shoes.
Sierra,
Veronica.
I will get...
Funny, Mom.
It's not. Amanda can take you home. She has a key, but we've got to get you out of here, sweetie. Please? Can you? But
today is?
Before, Sierra, if you...
Today's feed is Sierra. Red Lobster.
Then we'll talk about that later, but if you don't get out of here, they're going to call the cops, and if the cops...
If you don't get out of here, I'm going to call the cops.
Do you want to get...
We can all do that. You want to walk home? I'm picking up my bags. You literally give me 5 seconds to grab my go.
I'll walk.
Are you proud of yourself?
Throughout the years, I have learned to separate the actions of an addict from the person I love. It's a lot harder with my own daughter, but I remind myself it's the symptoms of the disease. So get a ride home and I'll just walk.
Ride home. Where's the Tylenol?
At home. Okay. So will you go home so that you don't wind up getting locked up?
You walk down the street and find your ride from a gas station because you don't
There's
like
a ride right there. So would you do that?
I hate everyone, officially as of today. Want to know why? Because a man just stood up on a train tracks. No one said anything. Someone picked up iron. I was like, look, bitch.
Sarah,
this is my hometown. How long you lived here?
Can you get in the car and go home, please? I'll walk.
Yeah, dude, go for it.
Okay, cool.
Walk. Don't say nothing to anybody because they don't give a about to say anyways. You're worthless. If you got raped, it was your own fault.
I tolerate Sierra's behavior because she's my daughter and I love her and I know that's not her heart.
Thanks for the ride home, guys. You can ride with my mom in the back.
So the worse she is towards me, the more pain and misery I know she's actually in. Hello?
Yeah, this is 911. Do you have an emergency?
I do. I need, my daughter is in full-blown mass psychosis.
You want to go ahead and call the cops on me? How about you hand me a gun? Throw a bed on it and get me a storage unit.
I need somebody here like now.
I like cell phones. I like parents. I like, hey, please don't rob my mom's house because those people don't touch my shelves. Hey, Mom, who you calling on the phone? Is it 45420? Because they don't give a about your sleeping bag.
Seeing Sierra in the condition that she's in, my heart breaks.
Excuse me, so you're calling the cops? Can I grab my sleeping bag?
My daughter's in a full-blown psychosis, absolutely positively out of her mind, on a bunch of bad meth, and I need somebody here as soon as possible.
Hey, Mom, can I get a cigarette for nicotine? Who the
She's coming out to you right now.
You want to give me a ride to the hospital?
Can you get somebody here, please?
Dude, no one did nothing.
Sarah, what's real? This is confusing.
I have a migraine headache and a CAT scan. Everyone's telling me I'm crazy, and I'm not that crazy. Because today I watched a kid just shut the up, sit down outside, and say, hey, when are the cops gonna come? Because I'd like to go to Walgreens. Can I get a ride to Walgreens at $1? You like documentaries? I like pictures.
She feels like she doesn't deserve to be loved. She's not worthy of it. She wants me to give up on her. But I will never give up on my daughter.
I promise it's gonna be okay. I promise, okay?
Yo, Sierra, I'm Donna, and we're here to talk to you.
About what, dude? Rehab?
Yep.
How much rehab?
It all depends on you.
Hey, where's my house at?
The rehab would be in Louisiana. Are you willing? Are you willing?
Alicia Keys, Wilson Thomas.
Are you willing to get some help?
Who likes help with your mom ass, bitch? Walk your ass home on your own diva shoes anytime. My house, no one diva.
Hey,
Let's put her in the car. Bitch, Jax.
Please, don't run.
Jax,
please.
what? Put her in the car. Let's get her go.
Listen
all right. You don't have to do anything. Just get in the car. Just get in the car.
What's your favorite medication, bitch?
Come on, hey, look at me, please. Hey,
Sierra, do you want to get better?
come on.
I want to go home right now. Where's your shoes at, bitch?
Let's get in. Get in. Just get in.
Lay down.
Lay down.
Yeah.
All right, so off to the hospital. Let's go. Sierra finally came out the front door, said yes, she wants to go to Louisiana, she wants to go to treatment. I can't even express how happy I am. So are you ready to go with us to treatment?
Yeah. I am so lucky to be sitting here right now. I feel good. My life's well right now. I'm not living in a trailer. I'm not walking through the streets shoving needles in my arm. My mind's clear. I'm healthy. Like, I don't know, I feel good. Dealing with my psychosis was one of the hardest things I've ever had to go through. And the fact that I came out of it this last time fully intact is a blessing. You look amazing. You look so beautiful. Eventually I can go to school and I can graduate and I can get a career and I can start building a life that's beyond any I've ever lived.